Okay, I'm
Guess
on.
where we are?
Honey, there's nobody watching
I know.
yet. They gotta get their notifications and stuff. I don't see anything until a few minutes in. Hey, Tina. Our last day. Bus picks us up at 3:15. Hey, Bill. Bill's on, honey. Tina and Bill. So.
Yay!
Yeah, indeed, no. No. Yeah, Tragical Express is 3:15. We're going to be leaving, I figure around 2:30, 2:45. Something like that. They always want you there early, so we want to be back at the resort by 3, no later. We got to get our luggage out of storage and those kinds of things. You know. You guys know the drill. All right. So here's the thing with the security. 2 of the parks have it where they have the advanced scanners where you just walk right through. All you got to do is take your umbrellas out. For some reason, umbrellas.
And metal glass cases.
And metal glass cases. And then you would just walk through the machine. And we did that today because we had no umbrellas, and we walked right through. It was easy peasy. But then in the other park, what was the park we had? I had to take everything out of my backpack.
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom still does it the old-fashioned way, pretty much. And I had to practically take everything out of the backpack. It was crazy. And you got to do it. They don't. They watch you. They don't touch it. They just watch you do it. They tell you what you want you to do, and then you do it. Hey, Liz. Your daughter's on, babe.
Here, show her
Thank
my
you
mask.
for visiting us
Your
today.
what?
Show her
Just
my
a few
mask.
reminders. Face coverings
Mom
must
wants you to
fully
see her
cover your
mask,
nose
Liz.
and mouth and be worn at all times,
The good
except
ones
when
are okay.
actively eating or drinking while stationary. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
And we didn't get to do that side of the park yet. And most of it in Future World. Not all of it, but most of it. See if we can eat something from the food and wine booths. Tina loves your mask. That's what she said too. Oh. You got.
Hey, let's look at what's on the showcase the room here.
I have no idea what that is, honey. It's a bunch of. I wonder if they're just testing the stuff out for the new show eventually. But I don't know. I have no clue. It's a bunch of barges, though, smaller ones. One big one and a bunch of smaller ones. That's what's out there today. We have no idea what they're for.
Now we can look at the birds. They went up brown ones are babies.
What?
Brown birds.
Didn't the other day they have the boats out?
Yes.
They have the boats out here. One boat that does the crossing the lake here.
Sorry guys, don't mean to scare you. No.
There's a whole bunch of them here. I think the brown ones are the youngers. Guessing, but I think so. since they're a bit smaller than the others too, so I'm just guessing now. Jeez, there's a big group of them. I feel like I'm doing an Alfred Hitchcock movie there. Citrus blossom, lobster tail, Eileen.
You have to come back here.
Lobster tail, big. Oh, crispy, crispy, crispy. Hey, maybe. I'm sorry, say again? Yeah, this is the path.
No, the new bathroom.
Yeah, right here. So remember that tiny little bathroom that used to be over here?
Where the McDonald's used to
Right, by the refreshment port by next to Canada. They built a Starbucks there, and they built a restroom that is larger than a closet. Just some good news for some people. Ooh, I could go for this too. The pork slider. Yeah? I could go for that one too. How much is that? $5.25. Okay. Called the Rose Path.
Yeah, looks like they got rid of the roses.
Yeah, it looks like they got all rid of the roses indeed. They've widened it, obviously. It's much wider than it used to be. Much bigger. It kind of takes the same direction that the old one did. But then something they didn't have before, they've got a crossover point over here that they used to not have. Before the main avenue that takes you to each side of the park, they have a smaller one here that takes you over the test track, mission space, and mouse gear.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
This is where we start seeing the construction walls for what they're doing to the former innovations area and the fountain and all that stuff that was behind Spaceship Earth. At least the walls are a little nicer than the ones. Last time we were here, they were just block brown walls. They painted them and put stuff on them now, finally, to make them more interesting. But the fact of the matter is that they are still construction walls, and they're going to be here for a while. But it's last time we were here, they were just block brown walls. They painted them and put stuff on them now, finally, to make them more interesting. But the fact of the matter is that they are still construction walls, and they're going to be here for a while. But it's not quite as crazy as it was last time we were here, where it was really mixing. It was really weird to get around.
Well, we'll see. We haven't been.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. We haven't done the other side yet, but this is already better than it was. Although I do miss the roses. Maybe they'll replant them. I don't know. But the roses are gone. So they have to call that something else. There's no roses there. The new honking big path. I don't know. Quite frankly, it's probably a better thing because of social distancing and the stuff, that the path is that much bigger. It's really, I've been saying, as far as when you're standing in a queue, they have the markings of 6 feet apart and everything. And Disney is basically taking the policy: they love you when you're in line for the line, they don't care what happens to you after, because it's just every person for themselves. You gotta hope people respect your space a little bit, but they don't. We were at downtown Disney last night. It was like any night at downtown Disney. There was different at all, except people wearing face masks. That's about the only difference. There was still people on top of people. And the only time people were 6 feet apart was when they were waiting in line to get into a building. There was a really long line to get into World of Disney last night. But they have the markings, the 6-foot markings there too at all the stores. So, and they have usually, if they're doing that, they have a person standing outside the door to make sure that you do that.
But the weird thing was they changed where you could enter last night.
Well, they changed the entrance according to how many people are in line, I think, Eileen.
Well, the entrance is on the back of the store.
You know how they change the queue lines when the number of people increase for an attraction or a ride? They're doing the same thing there. They change the queue line then for the stores depending on how busy they are. And it was busy last night, so they had this real roundabout queue line. It was crazy. Good morning. How you guys? Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So we're going to head for Soarin' here. At least. Yeah. It's 10:52. They're supposed to open at 11, but they're open now, apparently. And they've been open since we walked over here, so I don't know when they actually open. I'm guessing 9:30. Just guessing, because they were open by the time we got to the gate. So.
They let us in early now.
Yeah, they did at 9:15. Yeah. As you can see, they already here have markings where if you start, they start the lines here, and directional arrows, and which way you can walk on here. And on the other side, of course, they got the arrows, the exit arrows on the other side. You know, this is the. This is the land. It's what? Is it? Is Garden Grill open? No, apparently not. They're not open for breakfast, apparently. Garden Grill, which has one of the better breakfasts, I think. It's a pretty good breakfast. It's not open for breakfast, apparently. I know this place is open, but a limited basis. Living with the Land. Oh, we should run Living with the Land, too. Over here. Sunshine Seasons is open, but there's hardly anybody here. What? Yeah, I know. We're going to come back. Good morning, John. Say hi to John.
Morning, John.
Hey, Kevin. All right, when we get it. Hi, how you doing? Morning.
Congratulations. All right.
You can see the queue starts way back here.